What's up YouTube, it's Adrian from MMO's World bringing you another recap of all the major MMORPG news that happened throughout the week. So sit tight and soak it in. We are starting the news this week in Neverwinter. The free-to-play Dungeons & Dragons MMORPG is celebrating its 4th year anniversary, and it's celebrated with the Protector's Jubilee event that happens every year, and this time around it started on June the 20th. In other words, this is the official anniversary event for the 4-year-old MMO. To assist in the celebrations, Cryptic Studios is offering a week of bonuses and freebies to all players. The Protector's Garden will be open to all players, and those who attain a garden key may even enter after the event ends. On top of that, a couple of new quests has been added to this year's event. The Speech Skirmish is one such offering, and there's special items to gain such as a Jubilee Unicorn, a Traveling Entertainer, and a lot more that you can get during this event. So be sure to check out all the rewards in the coming days before they disappear. Moving on, World of Warcraft's PvP lead designer Brian Holinka has officially left the team this week. In a written post on the game's community site, Brian explains his decision to leave his post. According to him, he is moving on to a different part of Blizzard to work on a new project. Brian has been part of the WoW team as PvP lead for 5 years before the announcement. While many in the WoW community considers a lot of his team's PvP decisions to be controversial, he does not regret them. As he's moving to another position in Blizzard, as we already talked about, many are speculating that it could be Overwatch. What do you guys think? Up next, we've got some Secret World Legends news. Secret World Legends is going into its head start today, in fact, June the 23rd, for all players that have bought the Secret World game. However, earlier in the week, to celebrate launch week, Funcom has brought back an old trick, the much-loved ARG or alternate reality game. The Kiss of the Revenant is this year's ARG made by Allison Smith, the duo who created the Black Watchmen. The ARG will have puzzles and mysteries that players must solve. It involves a tragic love story that takes place in the Savage Coast, a location in-game. By playing this ARPG in the lead up to the game's launch, players will be able to earn a full set of 9 weapon skins called the Shadowbound. There's also in-game cosmetics such as hoodies and a jacket from the Black Watchmen game ARG on Steam. According to game director Roman Amiel, he states that Funcom wants to give fans the opportunity to experience the excitement of Secret World Legends launch. Back in 2012, for the launch of the Secret World MMO, Funcom held a very similar ARG with thousands of players involved. The ARG started last Sunday and will be available until June the 26th. And now on to some serious news that's been hitting Final Fantasy XIV. The latest Final Fantasy expansion Stormblood went live this past week, and for the most part the launch was a success. Unfortunately, a couple of issues have begun to emerge on the North American servers. These problems range from overloaded instant battle content and crashes on the duty servers. Both issues are stemming from high stress load and congestion. However, in a follow-up post by game director Yoshida on the forums, he states that the server issues over the past week is due to DDoS attacks. He goes on to say that due to the attack, the game server's network equipment and network connection are being hit with heavy load at an extensive level, which is causing a disconnection from the game and login issues. Fortunately for Final Fantasy XIV players, account details are not in danger of being exposed due to these attacks. Some within the gaming community are calling this a convenient excuse to hide the fact that Square Enix were not prepared for the launch. Now onwards to another open world sandbox MMO, Albion Online. Albion Online has introduced 5 new world resource bosses. These are called Guardians. Guardians are massive entities that cannot be killed solo, and players will require a raid in order to take it down and reap the rewards. The benefits of hunting down and taking out a Guardian will be bountiful. Depending on which one you kill, the corpse will turn into a resource node, and players can harvest up to 2,560 Tier 6 crafting resources. This is a really welcome addition to the open world sandbox game. Resources can generally be harvested natural from the ground or via smaller creatures. These big world bosses can only be found in Tier 6 hotspots, however, and they'll also randomly respawn. There is no way to know when a Guardian arrives, so scouting will be necessary. Overall, Guardians are a great new addition to Albion Online, which continues to add content leading up to its launch in July. And that's it for our major MMORPG news recap for the week. Be sure to read more MMORPG news on our website at mmosworld.com. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more MMO news, reviews, impressions, and top 5s. We'll see you next week at the same time for a brand new recap. As ever, my name is Adrian from MMO's World, signing out.